Alright, this is Magic51 here. I'm gonna do another unboxing video. It's totally unplanned. I have no idea when I was going to do another unboxing video, honestly. But I'm gonna open this up and see what we have inside of here. I may only have to use like a knife of some kind to actually open this up. So mm, alright, so we got Taro of the new Vision. Taro of the new Vision. And see what we have inside. I have something like this before, but the only difference is the size of it. Look, you can actually see the difference in size. Comes with a little booklet. I just use purely my intuition. I don't know why they printed it really small. But like I said, I'm gonna be using my intuition. So basically it's a holographic card of this kind. So you get the view from behind instead of the front view. That's the full, you get the full view from behind instead of looking in front. Some of them is just kind of some of it is like side views in here somewhere. See, this one is the other side of the boat. Or like the front view of the boat, however you want to look at it. Nine of Swords. I don't think it's going to focus in really well right there. But it's Nine of Swords. You get the view from behind from Five of Swords. You get the other view from Ten of Swords. Four of Swords. You get the other view of the Four of Swords. Like somebody's actually visiting their loved one who has passed on. The Knave or the Page of Swords from behind. the back view of the Three of Swords. The other point of view from the Knight of Swords. Two of Swords view from behind. Queen of Swords view from the other side. Page of Cups view from behind. King of Swords view from behind. Page of Pentacles. The World. Three of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Two of Pentacles. View from the other side of the Two of Wands. So you get the general gist of what I'm talking about. Because in traditional tarot, we're actually seeing this guy from behind. We're getting the front view this time. So, there you go. It's just going to take way too long to actually show you a flip through of all of those things. But I thought that I could actually do a sample reading of how you can actually do a reading yourself. Like, it takes no skill whatsoever. What you're doing is actually looking at the you're looking at the pictures that tell the story. And if you've been actually doing some intuition exercises, this is one way to do it too. To kind of like sharpen your third eye and sixth sense kind of thing, like um, your five clairs, you know, like clear seeing, clear knowing, clear feeling, all of that stuff. I'm sure there are others, but it's just also you're just paying attention what you're seeing in front of you. And I'm not going to do like a actual reading here. That's going to be for another video. I'm actually going to choose one more. So this is not bad. All of these are upright. So I'm going to choose these cards since they're a little bit harder to see with the holographic cards. I just might do it in a manner of speaking of doing an actual reading for somebody in real life than on camera. I thought this would be simple enough to actually see on camera too. Since it's holographic, I'm just going to choose the same cards as I see in here and just illustrate what I'm seeing in front of me here too. Here's the first one. Here's the King of Swords. Temperance. Page of Cups is somewhere. Thought I just saw it in here too. Alright. This will be a good reference point of what I'm looking at. Right there. Alright, so let's do this one at a time because they're all upright when I did the reveal and the holographic card. There. And Page of Cups. They call it chalices, but I'm calling it cups because this is actually still the traditional classic Rider-Waite set, but they just kind of changed some of the words around. Cups being chalices for some reason. But if this were me, you can start you can pretty much start wherever you feel like starting, honestly. I mean, you can start from right to left or maybe left to right, but I'm feeling like I'm being guided to do left to right. But so the Knight of Wands is kind of like it's like your fire element. To me, I think it would be kind of both because you can make fire with the wands to give you like a campfire anyway. But I kind of feel that even if it's a fire element, I think it can be mostly air as well. If you're just carrying it in the air, it's not just made for fire. It's just made for carrying as well because you're carrying it in the air. Look at what that knight is doing. So basically, how I would interpret that is you feel like you're going someplace, but it's just going to be kind of um, like it's going quick, but it's not going quick enough. I mean, you're going places. You're riding this horse. You're ready to go, but you have nowhere um, you need to go just yet. I did the wrong kind of card here. It's actually the King of Swords, not the Queen. I just realized it after I started doing this example reading. Okay, so here's the King of Swords. But it's upright. Here's what I'm reading. So basically, what this king is doing is like putting off this vibe of being kind of standoffish, kind of. I mean, there's probably a reason why he's stern and kind of like, I'm not here to have you waste my time kind of energy. But I kind of feel like, yes, we're just going to slow down a bit and we're not going to go anywhere just yet. We're not going to take action of going anywhere yet because here's the card again. In traditional tarot, this is what he looks like from here. Here's the traditional King of Swords. So basically, he's just a little bit protective and standoffish for reasons that he probably has a reason to feel that way. And it's kind of like, let's just take a step back before we um, actually regret moving anywhere or say anything that we're going to regret to say later on. And it's also like the temperance right there. It's just basically saying, like, just take a time to reflect on your emotions before you move anywhere first. And this could be interpreted either way. Some people like to refer to it as like you're being childlike in a way. There's nothing wrong with that, but what this is basically telling you is that once you reflect on your emotions and you're not jumping into conclusions, you will maybe not now, but at some point you will actually regret doing that decision out of haste. So don't be hasty. Excuse me, hasty with your emotions. So that's the example that I have for you already. So I'm gonna give you like maybe 5 minutes tops. I'm going to turn it the other way around. I'm going to pick these up. That's just for show. But I'm going to turn these cards around. So you can come up with your own interpretations. Actually, let's just do it this way. There you go. I'm going to give you 5 minutes tops. Come up with your own interpretation, and if you do, please comment below what your interpretation is for this deck of cards, going from my direction of left to the right down, or wherever you're guided. Maybe you're guided from right to left. Same idea, come up with your own emotions and interpretations. Okay, let's start right now. Okay, so if you need more time interpreting, you could also pause the video and actually um, just look at these cards and see what kind of story comes into your mind when you do these example readings for yourself as well. I mean, you can actually start with with a question if it helps, but as you gain, if you gain a little more experience and the more people that you read for, you're going to find that questions aren't necessary, but they are helpful. But sometimes people just want a general reading and just sort of see where you go from there. And the thing is, if you're a beginner, you can learn the cards' meanings first if you prefer to do it that way. But sometimes I feel like interpretations generally change no matter what cards you use, whether if it's traditional or these kind of cards or whatever cards you're using. The pictures tell a story itself, and you can just pretty much pick up what um, people's lives were like, and you can pretty much ask for feedback, whether if it made sense or not. I would join like a Taro community, like you can sort of see some of those things, floating around on Facebook, if you can find a community that would support you in that sort of uh, types of practices and readings. So anyway, that's what I could suggest for you right now at this moment. So I hope you enjoyed this, unboxing and example reading of how to read Taro for you. All right, Magic 51 signing off.